Hello, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing tonight? I have a little bit of a headache, but feeling pretty good otherwise. I haven't gotten a ton of writing done today, but I did sit down and actually get organized for the week. That is something that has been severely lacking in my normal author routine the last really like 2 weeks. My social media has not been going, I haven't been as active. So I planned all of my posts out today. So the whole week is planned out. I have content for the week. Don't have all the content for TikTok, but I do have content for tomorrow. So feeling a lot better because that, even though it felt like a lot today, makes the whole week go way smoother. So I'm feeling pretty good considering that. And I'm excited to actually get a writing session in because I'm only up to like 4,000 words for the entire week, which is better than the week before when everything kind of came crashing down. But I'm hoping to maybe get another 1,000 words in tonight so that maybe I could be at 5,000 for the week. Just wanting to jumpstart the week on a good note. Hello, Byron. Hi. Oh my gosh. Don't see you here super often. Okay. Let's see. What is everybody working on tonight? I just gave you a glimpse of what I'm working on. I am still working on book 3. I crossed the 50,000 word mark this week. I'm actually closer to 51,000 now, which is good because that puts me about at the middle of the book, close-ish, pretty close. I need to, I think, do a little bit more plot development. I think that's why some of the book has sort of hit a lull. So we'll see. I may have to spend a little bit of time planning ahead tonight. I am a pantser though, so I do tend to just write and discover a lot of the plot as I go. So when I say I need to stop and do some like planning, it's not very far in advance planning. Maybe like a couple chapters ahead, few scenes. We're not talking like the rest of the book. But that is what I'm working on tonight, book 3. Hopefully that will go well. So I started reading a new book. Speaking of new things, I started reading Sarah Sutton's newest book, finally. It's called Rebelling with a Bad Boy. I am starting that tonight. Liking it so far. I like all of her stuff. It's a nice change of pace from a lot of the like heavy fantasy that I read. So liking it so far. Good read. That's pretty much the updates with me. Not a whole lot going on. This week is a lot calmer for me. Well, I say it's calmer. We do have the cover reveal of Shade of the Shadowlands this week. That goes up on Wednesday. If you are a Patreon member, though, you got that today. So go check Patreon because I released that this afternoon. I put the cover out for you guys, including the official blurb. So that is there. But if you don't follow me on Patreon, you can still get that publicly on Wednesday. You just don't get some of the early stuff. But super excited for that. I have lots of teasers and stuff planned out for Patreon members this month since it is getting close to release. In addition to the cover reveal, Wednesday, I will also put up the pre-orders for the ebook for sure. I'm not sure if I'll be doing paperback pre-orders. I would like to. I've just never done them before. So I need to do a little bit of pre-planning before I just jump into that. So we'll see. I may not end up doing paperback pre-orders. It may just be ebooks, which is fine. I do sell quite a few ebooks, so I have lots of readers that seems like only read the ebook, so or would rather read the ebook version. So that will be available. I think that pretty much gets everything caught up to speed for the week. Um, that's this week's video for Wednesday is the cover reveal because I'm doing a special video there. I may address some common questions I get. I like to do the Q&A when I do the cover reveal. It just makes the most sense to put those together. For me anyway, they just fit because neither of them would be very long videos. So I need to get filming that some point this week. That might be a project for tomorrow or maybe a Tuesday thing. But that's everything new with me. What are you guys all working on? Let me know. Okay, I have our timer up. There's that, and I've posted us to social media. I think that I am going to go ahead and start our first sprint. So if you've never joined us before on my live streams, I do 3 sprints where all I do is write, I get some work done, and then in between those, we chat just like we are right now. And those are always 20 minutes long. So let's go ahead and start with the first 20 minutes. So let me put that up here. There's our 20-minute clock. I'll have it counting down there. Where am I? I think I'm into what am I into? I just started a new chapter fairly recently, chapter 17. So we're on chapter 17 of book 3. Oh, we've got some more people. Phoebes is back. I'm starting script writing. Ooh, that's fun. That was one form of writing I have not dabbled with much is screenplay, scripts, that kind of stuff. And not a lot of poetry either. Poetry is not really my forte. So good luck to you. I cannot imagine how difficult that is. It's just a totally different kind of writing. So hopefully you'll be able to get a lot of that kind of work done tonight as well. All righty. So first sprint up and ready, 20 minutes. Let's do it. I'll talk with you guys in a little bit. Sprint. I was muted. Oh my gosh. How did everybody else do? In that first session, I got to 51,138 words. 36, sorry. 51,136. So that puts me at 352 for the first session. Oh my gosh. My brain is slowly turning to mush, I swear. But how did everybody else do? Everybody get some stuff done. Dreaming Truth says, good evening. I came in at the last 10 minutes, 94 words. That's pretty good for 10 minutes. And welcome. Thebes' script writing says it's really fun. I agree, though not a big poetry fan. I like to read poetry sometimes, but it's not really my chosen genre. It's not something I reach for just because I enjoy it. Good job. I got 376. Woo, that's pretty good. It is the first sprint. I did have to hit pause for a moment at the end there and just kind of think about the next couple scenes because I was having a hard time weaving them together a little bit. They felt a little separated. So I did have to stop and think about that a little bit. But all's going pretty well on my end. Let me make sure I save that before I move on too much. All right, perfect. So, let's see. I need to remember to do my newsletter. I have not drafted that. Usually I draft the newsletter quite a bit in advance. It won't take me very long to do the newsletter. If you didn't know, I send out a newsletter every month. It gives you an overview of what I'm writing that month. It tells you a little bit about what's coming to YouTube that month. It's the only place where you can see the videos that I have planned. I don't put that anywhere else except in the newsletter. And you can also see what's coming to Patreon, or at least like a little bit you can kind of see, because I don't plan out Patreon as firmly. I like to have a little more fun, make it kind of casual there. But whenever I have big things like my cover announcement for Shade of the Shadowlands, which is Wednesday, I always draft a newsletter to send out along with going public. That way it's there. And usually the newsletter has like a little bonus Jonas kind of thing. I usually put extra things in the newsletter that don't go out just publicly. So you need to be subscribed to that. If you want some of the freebies, I'm not sure what the freebie will be with the newsletter. I originally thought I would just put the newsletter out a day earlier than the official cover reveal, but now I'm kind of rethinking that because of my time. Don't know how much I'm going to have time to go in and hit send in a way that makes sense anyway, like timing during the day. So I think that I may put the newsletter announcement out the same day as the cover reveal and just include maybe like a free download or something there. So not really sure. Save button is key for sure. I used to have, because I work in Word, I used to have the autosave on in Word, so it would just constantly save what I was working on to the cloud, but I'm kind of out of storage in the cloud, so that didn't happen. Is this a common writer thing? Common writer thing. If you mean the like doing these live streams, yes and no. A lot of indie authors do them though, self-published authors. So yes and no. Guess it depends on everybody and their preferences. Dreaming Truth says, I have a day job, so I use the weekends to get most of my words in. Today I have exceeded my nano goal of 1,531. Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. That's how I used to work also. I am a school counselor. That's my full-time job. Although in some ways I am also kind of writing full-time now because I write several days out of the weekday and not just the weekends. But that's how I used to schedule my time too. I used to use all of Saturday and I still do that, but those used to be the only days that I worked. So I would write maybe like 4,000 words between Saturday and Sunday, and that was it for the week. But now I have, I'm very, very scheduled out. So all of my time down to like the minutes is allocated for in the week. So I am able to get more writing done than I used to, but it means that I have to live like religiously by my schedule or none of it gets done. So I feel ya. Whew, it's rough getting it done. And also, when you take away your weekends like that, it can wear on you. So definitely give yourself a little bit of grace and take some time off. I try to take like a day or two off once a month. Doesn't always happen because I tend to overwork myself, but give yourself a little bit of grace because working 7 days a week like that can be taxing. Phoebe says, I know some YouTube writers do it. Yes, YouTube people on YouTube, a lot of them do. Love joining them because it's really fun doing it with others. I love that because it feels like a very solitary thing, writing. And I've heard traditional authors say that as well, authors that have like a true team of people. Although I would say I have a team. I've worked with the same editor, the same cover designer, the same beta readers. So I also have developed my own sort of team in my self-publishing journey, but still you write the book all by yourself. So the actual working part is very lonely. So the live streams are great for that. These live streams are a way to connect with people that are doing some of the same things or just interested in the process. Yes, I think they're super cool. Good job on the word count. Thank you. You too. It's yeah, it's going. Not as quick as I'd like, but that's a pretty good for 20 minutes. That's a pretty good word count for me. All right. Byron said writing sprints is what I mean. Oh, so some people some people do and some people don't. I work really well under pressure. So I like having a deadline, but I don't like I do everything last minute. That's just kind of the way my life runs. So, giving myself these sprints to work in, I don't always write like this. Really, I only write like this during live streams or if I'm having a kind of a difficult time getting started, I'll find somebody else's online. But having a time limit that I have to get something done in and then I have to take a break helps my brain. And I think part of that may just be because I'm ADHD. And so it keeps my brain engaged going from the writing, which takes a ton of thought, to something completely different. I think it's a nice reset. So the writing sprints work really well for me. Um, I join somebody else's writing sprint once or twice a week, and then I do my own every Sunday. So I find it really helpful. Um, I think another author on YouTube, the way she does hers specifically is she keeps her brain engaged by doing the sprinting part and writing. And then her rule is that when the timer's up, she has to get up and do something physically with her hands or just move her body in some way. So sometimes that could be a stretch break. Um, but a lot of the time what she does is she'll do like 20 minutes of writing and then she'll go do the dishes and then she'll come back. And I love that. I haven't tried that yet, but I do think that would work really well for me. So maybe I need to try that on a Saturday because I tend to do a lot of house stuff Saturdays and Sundays. Maybe that's what I should try and see if I'm any more productive. Don't know. Okay. What do we say to the second sprint? Doing our next 20-minute sprint. So sprint number 2, we'll do another 20 minutes. Make sure that you like the stream, please and thank you. It boosts me a little bit in the YouTube algorithm. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. And subscribe to this channel if you're not already. I do my best. In March, I was able to post 3 videos every single week in all of March. I was very proud of myself because usually there's a week in there I don't quite make 3, I get 2. But I do post 3 times a week. I do this live stream. I do a weekly vlog that went up earlier today. So if you wanna see a little deeper into my life and how last week was not great for me, you can go watch today's vlog. And every Wednesday I do something. It's usually writing related, but something just kind of fun. I have some really fun projects that I'm working on right now that will go up the end of this month. So if you follow me on social media and all the other places in the description box, then you may be able to figure out what those projects are because you will see them a little bit on social media. But yeah, I post 3 times a week here on this YouTube channel. So make sure that you subscribe here also. But other than the spiel, I won't bore you guys any longer. Let's move on to sprint number 2. So we will do another 20 minutes and see where we end up. Let's see. I'm starting at 51,136 words for sprint number 2. Oh my gosh, for sprint 2. So hopefully we'll be able to get a lot done and I can get closer to that 1,000-word mark for the night. Subscribed, like button hit. Thank you so much, Dreaming Truth. I'm gonna have to go check out your channel also after this. All right. Timer is set. I will hit go. Best of luck, everybody. Sprint. All right. Whew. Okay, so, oops, can't see my word count. How did everybody do? Everybody get a lot done, I hope. I am starting to set into the scene. I'm in kind of a between scenes, like transition period. So it's been a slow start, but now I'm finally starting to move because I gained an extra 100 words on the last sprint. So this sprint, I got 460 words written. So that's pretty good. That puts me to close to the 1,000 mark that I would like to be at for this um, live stream. So pretty pleased with the progress. Could definitely be worse. I know the last week I tallied up how much I had written the last week, and I only wrote like 100 something, 158 words at the end of March. So that's a ton more than that whole week. So pleased, pleased with that progress. All right. Dreaming Truth says it's been a long day. My brain is mush. 166 words. Yes. I've definitely had those. It's been a slow day for me too. This is the only writing session I've had. Usually I get to write in the afternoon about 1-ish to 3, sometimes 4, and I didn't have that today. I was working on planning for the whole week, and I know that'll pay off big time for the whole week, but I didn't get much of a writing session in, so I'm also feeling a little out of my element. 341 for Mateo Manuel. That's pretty good. It seems like I think 300, 400 is a pretty good word count for a 20-minute sprint, especially because we're not, you're just getting words on the paper. You're not editing them. You're not um, really crafting. That comes into play when you do the editing stuff. So we're just getting the story out. So I think 300 to 400 seems to be what a lot of people are able to do in 20 minutes. Thank you, Byron. Phoebe's vlog, about the same amount, finished that scene. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good place to be in. I am hoping to finish my scene as well. And I'm hoping to finish my scene with the third sprint. That'll be the last sprint of the night. Hoping to do that and maybe get the next one set up so I won't have as hard of a time coming back to it. Because sitting down to write has been kind of difficult the last few weeks. I think the mental load has been heavy the last 2 weeks. There's just been a ton on my mind, a lot of things going on, and I haven't had a ton of time off. I'm scheduling some time off this week so that I can completely relax, like true downtime where there's nothing to do, nothing to interrupt me. Really excited for that. I think I need it. And I think that's why I've had such a hard time getting some stuff done this week. It's definitely been more difficult than normal. I wouldn't say it's writer's block. I don't really get writer's block. I get burnt out. That's not really how I wouldn't call it writer's block. So, it's definitely time for me to take a mini vacation. So, hmm, that'll be nice this week. Ready for things to get back on kind of a normal schedule. So, even though I didn't write a ton today, I am glad that I got to do all that planning. All right. Ooh, my computer is starting to do some funny things. I think Word may shut down on me. Uh-oh. It's a good thing I saved that a second ago. I hope it doesn't shut down on me. No. That would figure, right? Technology is great when it works. Doesn't always work for us. Well, we will have to see. If I can't get it to work, then I don't know. I may have to move on to some other kind of planning stuff for this sprint. Huh. Well, I don't know. Awkward. It's no good. All right. Well, it is 9:26. I am starting to fade a little bit. I still have some tasks I need to do, not writing related stuff tonight. So, as much as I would like to stay up super late to write, don't know that I'm really going to be able to. So, I'm thinking that maybe we just go ahead and move into our third and final sprint of the night. So, it'll be our last 20-minute sprint of the night. And then we'll close out for the live stream for this week. Um, all right. I'm calling it a night. Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining me. This is really fun. I love meeting new friends. Every week there's been somebody new in these live streams, and it's been a lot of fun to see what kind of projects everyone's working on. Because they're all so different. I've had a lot of fantasy writers on this channel, but there have been some like I think I had a nonfiction person one week. That was really interesting. So thanks for joining me. And she says, "Have a great night, everyone." Yes, we are not too far behind you. I think everyone's just a little tired. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe it's just the time of the year, but March, April-ish seems to just be kind of a stressy time. Maybe it's something to do with tax season. I don't know. We're done with ours, but there's just something about it that seems to just drag. FBI thriller series. Ooh, that's fun. I love a good thriller. I'm gonna have to look into that. Do you have a title? Do you have anything out yet? I do love a good thriller. That's one of my favorite things. Okay. So, oops, don't want that one. I have our banner up. I already talked about the newsletter. I'll put that out on Wednesday. I'm still trying to decide what kind of a freebie to put in with it. I don't know. I just released to Patreon um, early drafts of the cover for Guardians of the Sixth Gate because we did have to do some concept art since that was the first in the series. So something like that would be fun to put out in a newsletter, but I don't have any of that for Shade of the Shadowlands because we already knew what we wanted, and the mock cover she sent me was exactly the cover we went with. So we didn't get to experiment anything. Um, Nothing published, working on book one. All right. That's exciting. The first one is such a task. It's super exciting doing that for the first time. And it's all a learning experience also. It's all brand new. So you definitely get quicker and you learn a lot through the first book. So that's exciting. And it's the first in a series. I love a good series. I know some people prefer standalones um, because the story begins and ends, and that's it. But I really like getting to know characters deeper, so a series is my favorite thing. Okay, there's our timer. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start the final 20 minutes of the night. So, best of luck to everybody. Hopefully, I'll be able to hit that 1,000-word mark, and I will see you in 20 minutes. Sprint. All right. I was not able to do any writing in the third sprint because Microsoft Word is still not like loading. It's frozen on me. I did save. So there's that. But I'm a little worried it's just going to like crash. So nothing new in sprint number 3 for me. How did everybody else do? That was the last sprint of the night. So I still wasn't quite a 1,000 words for the night, but I was pretty dang close. So I am going to just finish off, I think, for the night where I was. Let me make note of that though. Tech issue. Sometimes just can't help it. Maybe it's a sign that I need to take a little time off because I know I need that. All right. So I think that's pretty much the end of our stream for the night. Let's see in the comments. Byron went and checked the cover. Love it. Thank you. Byron is a Patreon member, so he saw the cover today. I love the cover for this book a lot. It is a series, so there are similar elements. You may be able to kind of tell the similarities in the sneak peeks on my social media accounts. Those are in the description below if you're curious. So you may already have some ideas of what the cover looks like colors and things, but I love this one. It, I think, ties in a ton of things about book 2. And I'm already getting ideas for cover elements for book 3. I'm really excited. I think the overall book for book 3 will be better because it's the final one in the series. There's all the payoff. So I think book 3 will be the best one in the series. And I can't wait to work on all of that stuff. I'm still drafting. So I wish that Word, oh man, I wish Word would do its thing so I could continue to work tonight. But I think I'm going to have to call it a night on my end too. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. We'll be doing another live stream next week, which is the 19th. Next Sunday's the 16th. What was I thinking? Wait a minute. Yes. Holy moly, I'm trying to look at too many weeks over here in my planner. I definitely should be done for the night. So next week is Sunday the 16th. We will be having another live stream. And as always, there will be tons of content coming to YouTube and all my social media. I've already planned a lot of that out. So this week should actually go pretty smooth, unlike the last 2. But thanks for joining me, guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.